Imagine a time when India was divided into powerful city-states, each with its own unique culture and political influence. Welcome to the era of the Mahajanapadas, where Indian civilization began. This period, spanning from the 6th to 4th centuries BCE, saw 16 powerful realms rise. From bustling streets to grand empires, we'll explore a world of intrigue and cultural dynamism. The term Mahajanapada whispers of power and grandeur, translating to great realm or great kingdom. These were sophisticated entities mentioned in ancient texts like the Buddhist Anguttara Nikaya and Jain Bhagavati Sutra. These texts tell tales of 16 powerful regions, each a major player in ancient India. Imagine traversing the dusty roads of ancient India, each region a vibrant tapestry of customs, languages, and beliefs. Some, like the Vriji Confederacy, championed democracy and debate, while others, like Magadha, were ruled by ambitious kings. The rise of the Mahajanapadas marked a turning point in Indian history, shifting from scattered settlements to bustling urban centers. Trade flourished, connecting realms through roads and rivers, fueling cities like Rajagriha, Vaishali, and Kashi. The Mahajanapadas were diverse in governance and culture. Some, like the Lichavis of Vaishali, were republics, leaders chosen by the people. Imagine the lively debates, the clash of ideas shaping their destiny. Others, like Magadha, trusted kings, their power absolute, ambition boundless. Among the 16 Mahajanapadas, one began to cast a long shadow, Magadha. Blessed with fertile lands, strategic iron deposits, and ambitious rulers like Bimbisara and Ajatashatru, Magadha embarked on aggressive expansion. Its armies, a formidable force of chariots, elephants, and disciplined infantry, marched outwards, conquering neighboring kingdoms. The Mahajanapadas were interconnected, their fates intertwined through trade, warfare, and diplomacy. This period saw the development of sophisticated systems of governance, a blend of monarchical authority and republican ideals. Councils of elders and representatives played a crucial role, advising the king and ensuring a degree of public participation in governance. Imagine the sights and sounds of a Mahajanapada city, the rhythmic clang of the blacksmith's hammer, the chatter of merchants in the marketplace, the chanting of priests in temples. Farmers toiled in the fields, their harvests sustaining the urban centers. Artisans crafted pottery, jewelry, and weapons, while merchants connected distant lands through trade. Religion permeated life in the Mahajanapadas. The Vedic tradition, with its rituals and sacrifices, held sway, yet new spiritual ideas emerged. From this period emerged two of India's greatest religions, Buddhism and Jainism. The Mahajanapadas were connected by vibrant trade routes that crisscrossed the Indian subcontinent. Caravans laden with silk, spices, and precious stones crossed treacherous mountain passes and arid deserts, enriching lives within the realms. From the fertile plains of the Ganges to the coastal regions of ancient India, a new urban landscape emerged. Cities like Rajagriha, the capital of Magadha, were vibrant hubs of commerce and culture. Grand palaces, towering temples, and bustling marketplaces stood as testaments to the age's ambition. In the shifting landscape of the Mahajanapadas, military strength was essential. Kings invested heavily in armies, knowing power flowed from the spear's tip. Chariots thundered, while armored elephants struck terror into enemies. The kingdom of Magadha, strategically located and blessed with abundant iron deposits, excelled in the art of war. Its rulers forged a formidable military, marching from victory to victory. Through military prowess and strategic alliances, Magadha extended its dominion over its neighbors. The rulers of the Mahajanapadas knew true power lay not just in offensive might, but in defending one's realm. Massive fortifications rose across the land, their ramparts patrolled by watchful guards. These fortresses protected cities from invasion, their towering gates a testament to the engineering skills of the age. Warfare was not the only game in town. The rulers of the Mahajanapadas were masters of diplomacy, recognizing alliances and treaties could be as effective as swords. Ambassadors traveled from court to court, carrying messages of peace, proposals of alliance, and veiled threats. The Mahajanapada era was a time of constant flux, with kingdoms rising and falling. Some, like Kosala and Vatsa, rose to prominence, their rulers carving out vast empires through military might and shrewd diplomacy. Yet, their dominance was often short-lived, their empires crumbling under internal strife or external pressures from neighboring states. The Mahajanapada period was not just a time of political upheaval and conquest. It was also an era of remarkable cultural and intellectual ferment. Sanskrit flourished, becoming the language of learning and administration, while the foundations of Indian philosophy were laid. Education was highly prized in the Mahajanapadas, with gurukuls flourishing throughout the land. Young men, and sometimes women, from elite families flocked to absorb wisdom from revered gurus. The Mahajanapadas were alive with artistic expression, their courts and cities vibrant centers of creativity. Music, dance, and drama flourished, providing entertainment for both the elite and the commoners alike. The Mahajanapada era witnessed a significant development that would transform trade and commerce, the widespread use of coinage. Silver and copper coins became the preferred medium of exchange, effectively replacing the barter system that had prevailed for centuries. This shift marked a new era in economic history. The religious landscape of the Mahajanapadas was as diverse as its political map. The Vedic tradition held sway, yet new religious structures emerged. Buddhist stupas dotted the landscape, their serene forms a testament to the faith. The Mahajanapada period was a time of great spiritual ferment, when old certainties were challenged and new ideas took root. Buddha and Mahavira preached non-violence, compassion, and spiritual awakening. The rise of Buddhism and Jainism was aided by powerful rulers. King Bimbisara of Magadha was a devoted follower of the Buddha, providing him with support and becoming his disciple. Jainism, with its emphasis on non-violence, asceticism, and the interconnectedness of all living beings, found fertile ground in the Mahajanapadas. Kings and merchants alike were drawn to its teachings, supporting the construction of Jain temples, monasteries, and educational centers. The Mahajanapadas were alive with the rhythm of festivals, each season marked by celebrations that brought people together. Religious festivals in particular were occasions for great joy and devotion, with processions, music, dancing, and the chanting of prayers and hymns. Our understanding of the Mahajanapadas comes from religious texts and epic poems, and from fragments of the past, inscriptions on stone pillars, copper plates, and pottery shards. These offer invaluable glimpses into the political, social, and economic life. The Mahajanapadas, though eclipsed by larger empires, left an indelible mark on Indian history. They laid the foundation for the great empires that followed, inheriting their systems of administration, taxation, and governance. The rise of the Mauryan Empire marked the end for the independent Mahajanapadas. One by one, these realms were absorbed into the growing Mauryan Empire, their autonomy replaced by centralized rule. The Mahajanapadas vanished, but their legacy lived on, shaping Indian society through enduring cultural and religious ideas. The Mahajanapadas, though often at odds with one another, were united by a shared cultural and linguistic heritage. This shared heritage would form the bedrock of Indian identity, a testament to the enduring power of ideas, traditions, and unity. The Mahajanapadas continue to fascinate historians, archaeologists, and anyone interested in the story of human civilization. They were the crucibles in which many ideas, institutions, and cultural practices that would come to define India were forged and developed. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time, exploring the Mahajanapada dynasty. If you enjoyed this, give a thumbs up and share it with fellow history enthusiasts. For more captivating journeys, subscribe to Crazy Color Facts and hit the notification bell.